some people say, you know, Mufti, you sit in a t-shirt and you do this and you do this. Look, this is my own house. You know, I'm sitting at home right now, by the way. But this is my kind of man cave I've made in here. This is like a library. I've got an arcade machine as well, retro from the 80s and 90s. I bought an arcade. This is where I chill. This is my man cave. I'm at home. This is how I am. Right now, I understand people are saying, well, you know, if you go to a business interview, you wouldn't go looking like that. Well, I'm not at a business interview, to start off with. Secondly, people say, well, but you're speaking about Islam. True. Look, please listen to this from me now. This is about me. At least give me the right to express myself. And this is to all my haters as well, right? Because there seems to be a hell of a lot. Right? So, look, the way you see me here right now, I'm cracking jokes, I'm laughing, I'll suddenly start laughing about something, I'll suddenly do things. I am like that if you find me outside on the street. Like if you see me someday in a shop, in a cafe, at the gym, or wherever you see me, I will be exactly how I am. I'll actually dress like this. I don't dress differently for this talk. It's not like I normally walk around in a... I mean, when I go to... you know, it's not like I'm walking around in a jubba and then when I'm here, I just put on a t-shirt for you guys. This is... You know, if you see me right now, I'll be sitting... Let's say if I'm... Quite often we're on Alam Rock Road, having our vampire sessions, drinking tea, chatting. This is how I'm sitting. This is how I'm laughing. This is how I'm doing things. I don't change for the screen. Off screen, on screen, I'm the same. That's the problem that people find. People say to me, on screen, you should be different. But why? Because I find that as double standards. Like, if you find me outside, like imagine I act really serious or reasonably always like this and I always wear a jubba, and then you see me on the street one day and you think, hey, check that guy, isn't that Mufti Abu Layth? What a hypocrite. Look at him. He is acting like he's just like a regular lad, and you know, and there he is online acting all pious. But I don't act pious. I've never said to anybody I'm pious. People have asked me, Mufti, would you come and give a talk on piety? Would you give a talk on the benefits of reading so much tahajjud and doing dhikr? I've said no. Wallahi, I've said no. I've said because I don't practice stuff like that. I'm not a pious person like that. So, yes, Allah has inspired me to love Islam and its legacy. And I love that, and I learn about it, and I try to teach what I learn. That's all I do. You know, I just probably bare minimum in Islam, you know, praying and keeping Ramadan fasts and stuff like that. But I'm not out there trying to act like, hey, I'm some kind of super pious Peer Sahib. I'm not. Right? So, look, but why I do this is so I can keep it real. Like, if you see me, you're not going to have cognitive dissonance. Let me tell you, you know, look, this is not to be judgmental. You know, several years back, I was in Al-Azhar, right, for a short while, for just a couple of weeks. And there was a great Mufti who I love there, Mufti of Al-Azhar in Egypt. And really got on with him. Awesome, you know, great guy, great mashallah. And he really took a liking to me as well. And, you know, always in that Al-Azhar gown. I forgot, I don't know what they call it now. I did know, but they have that special Azhar gown, the special Azhar kind of attire. And always very kind of... held himself and everything, and by the way, I love this, and this is in no way, I'm not taking a dig at this person in any way. The reason I'm mentioning this story is just to tell you so you can relate to it. This person is an awesome, beautiful, amazing person, right? So please don't take any message like that from this. But this guy, one day, so we're chilling out, I was there for a couple of weeks, and towards the end, he said, like, all right, I'm going to take you guys out. I'm going to take you guys to the pyramids. We're going to chill out and show you around. I was like, awesome, alhamdulillah. So we went out this day, and we're meeting at this place, and this Mufti has come. But he had come in jeans and like a tracksuit top and like this kind of cap. I'm not judgmental. Wallahi, I'm not. How could I be judgmental? I mean, just look at me. I totally walked past him. I didn't know who he was. Like, I just thought he's just somebody else, part of the group. So I'm waiting that, so I'm thinking, so the Mufti hasn't come today, damn. And then all of a sudden he's talking to me, and I'm like, oh my God. Wallahi, I had cognitive dissonance. Like, this is me having cognitive dissonance, because he just looked so different. Now, I'm not to judge him, but can you imagine now, regular Muslims, if this is how I feel, if I did things like that, like if I, every time I sit down, wear a gown and a thobe, and then you catch me on Alam Rock Road like this, in a t-shirt, you're going to think, hey, that's Mufti, look at him, natte, this guy, off air, look how he is, loud, and on air, he's like, subhanallah. Are you not going to be honest? Be honest. Wallahi, you are. People are. I would even do it. I mean, I'd be like I'm going to have to confess, I'd be a judgmental bigot, and I'd be like, oh, look. Oh. So, but even I would end up doing that. So look, this is why I just want to be normal. I want people to judge me, fine. I mean, I don't want them to judge me, but if they're going to judge me, what you see is what you get. Okay, you catch me outside, I'm going to be exactly, catch me outside, how about that? You catch me outside, I'm going to be exactly the same. You're going to think, bloody, and I'm going to laugh the same as well. I'm going to crack jokes the same as well. And I'm going to do these stupid kind of little, I don't know, idiosyncrasies that I do all the time. I'm going to do them too. And that's just who I am. I'm not going to put on an act for a screen. And I get that makes many people say, oh, we can't call this person to this, and we can't call him to lectures or conferences. And fine, I don't need that. I am who I am. And by the way, and for the record, when I do go to conferences, I do wear suits. Like everybody else. People go, oh, if you're going to a business meeting, would you dress like that? But when I go to a conference, you don't see me in a t-shirt at a conference. Whenever I go to these talks and conferences, I'm always in my suit. So I don't see what this thing is about. But anyway, I thought that was really important to mention. I didn't mean to kind of go on about all of this, but I thought these were some really important points.